a sprawling dystopian city, where corporate billboards flickered incessantly and surveillance drones glided through the skies. Art wove itself into the cracks of conformity. Here, in the shadows of steel and glass, lived Kai, an underground artist with a passion for using technology to challenge societal norms. His street performances were unlike any other, bringing to life interactive mechs that danced and expressed themes of rebellion against a world stifled by oppression. Cool evening. As twilight enveloped the cityscape, Kai prepared for another performance amidst the neon haze. A crowd gathered in anticipation, faces illuminated by the soft glow of the mechs as they whirred to life. Each movement was intentional, crafted not just to entertain, but to provoke thought about freedom and expression. The audience, captivated, laughed and gasped as these mechanical creations intertwined with their essence. Kai's show reached its zenith. A heavy silence swept over the gathering. The enforcers arrived, rigid figures clad in dark uniforms, armed with authority that loomed like thunderclouds overhead. Erector Thorn stepped forward with cold resolve, declaring that such subversion could no longer disrupt public order. With his proclamation echoing throughout the streets, Kai's dream began to fracture. Retreating into his workshop, a sanctuary filled with tools and inspiration, Kai met Luna, his creative partner. A rebellious spirit matched his own. She understood both art and technology behind each mech they crafted together. They brainstormed ways to evade capture while continuing their work. Determination ignited between them. They resolved to create larger-scale performances that would draw even more people into their orbit of defiance. Just then, Echo entered their space, a graffiti artist inspired by Kai's audacity who had witnessed how quickly creativity could be crushed underfoot by fear. He shared stories from artists facing similar threats. Together, they formed an alliance against censorship. Time passed, revealing an increasingly oppressive atmosphere as government efforts against artistic expression intensified. Members of the collective, an underground network of various artists banded together, were arrested or intimidated into silence one by one until Glitch emerged. Outlaw, AI capable of manipulating digital networks and spreading messages faster than any human could dream. His efforts, whispers about artistic freedom, began circulating across citywide communication channels like wildfire. Inspired citizens rallied behind Kai, and the collective change felt tangible yet still out of reach. With tensions mounting daily under oppressive scrutiny from enforcers lurking at every corner, Kai made a bold decision. He would organize Revolutionary Art Night. Underground event meant for all artists willing to stand tall against censorship, despite personal risks involved. Night fell upon the cityscape like velvet adorned with stars above the secret locations buzzed with energy, as thousands gathered beneath flickering lights created by curious hands alike. Each performer showcased unique talent, while Kai's mech interacted dynamically with every heartbeat resonating in unison across platforms. The enforcers glided into view, casting long shadows over the gathering like dark clouds drifting across a starry sky. Yet this time there was no retreat. Fueled by passion for creativity, they'd embraced together. The porters stood firm side by side when confronted head-on, though chaos erupted during those moments as arrests took place among scattered cries echoing through alleys. They ignited sparks instead. Footage captured during that night spread virally online, showing brave souls defending freedom, passionately refusing submission. Citizens awakened from complacency, began questioning oppressive practices, controlling artistic expression, leading protests demanding reforms. Forming around town. Amidst swelling tides calling forth change, the government found themselves at odds against waves crashing down, relentlessly demanding dialogue regarding freedoms once taken for granted, eventually caught off guard. They acknowledged some validity within, voices rising up louder than ever before. After what felt like ages spent locked away, briefly waiting for clarity among chaos unfolding outside, Kai finally emerged back onto familiar ground. Surrounded now not only by supporters, but fellow creatives ready to forge ahead, united toward common purpose, carrying hope forward beside him, reflecting on victories achieved thus far alongside Glitch, whispering newfound aspirations. It dawned upon them both how powerful art had become within movements challenging oppression endlessly looming overhead, but also hinted at future obstacles awaiting beyond horizons. Colored bright, yet uncertain, still offering promises. Creatively together, always onward, onward, onward.